Come this way, Miss Fabricio. It is a pleasure to meet you, Fabricio. Your tale has become the stuff of legend. Welcome to my castle.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Highness.
Before you set off toward your home, please spend the night in my Sapphire Inn. A good night's rest will serve you well before you head home. Good job, Chino. I knew you wouldn't be the one to let me down. Do you still have the map I gave you? Come on, let's get out of here before day breaks. What is it? Jake the Snake Blake has escaped from his cell, Admiral.
Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey, everybody. Here we are with episode 50, the big 50 of the Brick Chat. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this stream or any of the content on the channel, please
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll be getting down to it after the intro coming in.
Now.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Got a nice turnout already. I like to see that. We have Stud Sidious was the first one here.
Hi, Stud.
Says, yes, I need a good live stream right now. I should be working because it's NFL draft week,
Ooh.
but I'll play hooky for a good Lego live stream.
Hey.
Boy, I feel special. And then he says, tell Lil G I said hello. He's my favorite Godzilla fan.
Aw, did you hear that, Georgie?
Stud City says hello. He's back there somewhere. I hear him.
He's shuffling through some Lego, but I don't know where he is.
Jacques is here. He
Hello,
says hello
Jacques.
there. How are you today, my friend? Miranda is here.
Hello,
hey, Mikey,
Miranda.
how are you doing today? I am doing good. It's been a good day so far. Always good when we can do some streaming. That's always nice.
Build some Lego.
Jacques saying hello to everyone. And let's see who else is here. Life Through Lego Bricks is here.
Hello.
She says hi, Mikey and Jen and Stud. Well, hello.
You didn't hear it. Stud said hello. You didn't say hello back to him.
Stud says, I always dig the stop motion intros.
Oh.
Well, thank you. It gives me a good reason to repurpose those things.
He worked so hard on them.
Yeah. Like every now and again, I still get people asking me to finish. I never quite finished it. I filmed 10 episodes and I think I released 6, maybe 7. But it was when I was working on what was episode 7 or 8 or whichever one I stopped on, I kind of decided that stop motions, while fun, they're not really the content I enjoy making all that much. They're a bit of a headache. So I tip my hat to those that do those like full time, like Moments of the Magic. He does awesome stop motions.
Mhm.
You know, he
Trevor's
just,
videos does them too, doesn't he?
Trevor does as well.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah. But like I said, I have it all filmed. I know how the story ends.
Nobody else knows.
And King Oldendorf is here.
Well,
Hello,
hello,
sir. And since he is a channel member, he gets his own introductory video. If I can find it here. Here it is, sir.
Hello there.
King Oldendorf.
And he says, how is Kiru doing? He is getting better.
He's doing so much better, but he's getting so big. You'd be shocked at how big he is.
He's still in isolation, unfortunately. I actually came and spent, a good 15 minutes or so with him before we started the stream. He's getting 2 kinds of medicine. He's getting an antibiotic internally, and then I have we went to the Tractor Supply store and got this
Fungicide.
That
They use for horses.
Horses,
But it's okay to use on
pigs,
cats.
dogs, cats, any kind of farm animal, it's okay for. And so I've been putting that on the exterior of him, and his everything's looking good. I don't believe he's contagious anymore, but we still have to.
We're not taking any chances,
for the
says the man who hadn't gotten any.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I'm riddled with it. He didn't get any. George got a little bit, but he got me good.
Jacques says, "Wow, that's a nice intro. It was a first for me."
Oh,
well, thank you. The stop motion countdown, or the Guess Who's Back, or
well, that one's not a first. He's seen our videos.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
if
So I'm guessing it's the stop motion.
Yeah. Like I said, it's nice to have a little bit of a countdown for, it gives us a moment to, catch our breath and everything, and, allows some more people to find their way to the stream and whatnot. And
It's a nice little welcome.
And it's a good repurpose of them because, like I said, I did put a lot of effort in on those darn things. And the frames per second on them is probably not very good, but it's the best I could do. And Studs Idiot says, KO, I was just about to ask where Baby Dwarf is.
Uh-oh.
Tell him Boz's brother was looking for him. Uh-oh. Got some sore spots going in there.
Uh-oh.
And then Stud City says, I'm excited to see the Potter section on the Lego City grow.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn my train on. I was going to turn it on for a second.
Did you turn on the battery on it?
Yes. Are you going to go?
There you go.
Oh, there it goes. I was going to turn it on for a little bit because last time the battery died. And I didn't change the battery. So.
It wasn't dying as much as, or it recharged itself. I don't know. Because I came and filmed a video on it, and
you turned it on?
Yeah, it was going all right.
There it goes.
Brick Enforcer is here. He says, hello, Mikey J and family.
See, that's the kind of stuff I would have done during the intro. But I forgot. Hello, Brick Enforcer.
Hello.
Sorry.
And Studs Idiot says, KO, I'm ordering a pizza in your honor. Well, all right.
Ooh, yum.
Stud says, well, let's be honest. I'm ordering a pizza because I'm fat, but you would like the New York City pizza, KO. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
A little pizza. A little pizza's good.
Brick Enforcer says, guess who's back? And I'm assuming you're a Lego YouTuber with that name.
Are you?
I think so.
I
It
don't
sounds. If you're not, I'm sorry I haven't saw any of your content, but
Right.
I'll give you this.
Dad, Annette! Hello. Glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
Stone City says KO knows it's a joke, but I call him that unmentioned name, and he calls me Boz's clone.
Ah.
Yeah, we were talking about that on Macro stream. It's the hat.
Oh.
He's got the same kind of hat I wear when I do the arcade content.
Who does? Stud?
Stud does.
Yeah. And Barry has the same hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Hughes Adventures is here. He says, hello, Mikey, Jen, and all.
Hello.
Well, it's time for some leopard. Let me find it. Here it is.
Thank you.
And so, what are we doing today?
Finally.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Can't see it, but Dumbledore's office. Can't see it very good. But we're finally building some Potter. Oh my goodness. Finally gonna get some action in my Potter land back there.
Time for her to build some Potter.
I need to do this. I've got 2 of these Dumbledore offices, and I need to do it because I want to make my tower. You know how it's just a facade? I want to at least do a little bit more on one side so it doesn't look bad from the front. Like right now, it looks okay from this side because I turned it. But now when you look at it from Diagon Alley, you can kind of see the inside. So I kind of want to round it out a little bit, maybe one more curve. So
and I
need the pieces.
Well, and I think now is a good time to mention that we got some Harry Potter
news, don't we?
Yeah, we got some leaks that came about. Here it is. Sorry for the blurry damage. It's the best that we can do.
They didn't come out with anything better than that yet.
But you can see more of a castle section, and it's supposed to be like the courtyard area. And I know that interests you quite a bit.
Yes, because I want the courtyard.
And then based on this images, the new train looks nice. It'll be nice adding it into our Hogwarts Express.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the new station there.
I love the new station. I'm excited about the new station.
The big buildable Patronus charm.
We probably won't get that.
And
or
then,
Dobby. And we probably won't get that either. The Weasleys.
Because we already have that in the Diagon Alley.
Yes.
Sector. Yeah.
Yes. I wonder what that tower next to it is, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. But and then there's something about the Quidditch.
Yeah, it's like a pop-out like kind of a deal where you pop out a Quidditch arena.
But just like a book?
Yeah, but like, just based upon what I can see here, the one that you mocked is better.
Well, yeah. I mean, that one's just a little one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably won't be getting much of that wave. But I will be getting the train again just because I want to add to my train and I want that Hogsmeade. Bad. Because I got me a little Hogsmeade section behind me. I got a little Hogsmeade section behind you guys can't see it because my castle's in the way, but there's a Hogsmeade section back there.
Yeah. So she's looking forward to adding that in.
Mm-hmm. And the courtyard. I'm excited for the courtyard. I wonder where the courtyard is. Like if it's in the front or I'm just curious as to where that is. I was hoping that it was the battle in front of the Great Hall, but we shall see. We shall see.
Now I gotta say, I'm about ready to do another castle video of all the castles we have in our collection. So
well, you gotta wait till I get.
Well, it's coming before we leave for our summer trips, so
I'm a little confused here.
So better put that in your hat there, dearest.
Put that in my pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder I did it wrong. Oh no.
Ooh. And let me catch up on the chat. Brecken Forza says, no, I want to be a Lego YouTuber. Maybe someday when I get all my Lego organized.
Well, that was your
encouragement.
Encouragement.
Stud City says, I'm still petitioning for some 80s rap music to be added into the show. I might be able to make that happen.
Oh, no.
But probably not the song that everyone thinks of when they think of rap. Because I can go into some deep cuts with them.
Uh-oh.
Way Cool Jr. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, good gravy.
Miranda says, "Hey, Mikey, I'm thinking about doing a Lego stop motion on my Lego Walmart that I build." Oh, that would be fun.
That's fun. They don't get to watch me build.
And Stud City says, "Def Leppard is great, but I want some Round and Round riffs by Red." See, that's I knew he wanted Round and Round. And Life Through Lego Brick says that blue animal, yeah, the Patronus charm.
He looks beautiful. I agree. I just don't have anywhere to put him. I have the minifig size one.
And Stud says, "Dude, that giant brick built stag Patronus is rad. Is that a separate set?" Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the rumors that I heard, you can either build that or you could build who has the wolf Patronus?
Lupin, I believe.
Lupin. So you can either build Harry's Patronus or Lupin's Patronus. You can't build them both, but you can build one of them.
That's nice. Or you can get two and build both of
That's right.
them.
Hughes Adventure says Holly on Film did a video about these promotional sets. Yeah,
Yeah, they've been out for a while. I just wanted to show you and tell you what ones I wanted.
Yeah, sometimes I miss the
Boat.
hot boat, the hot news off the presses on some of the stuff.
Well, and it weren't very good images yet or anything, so it was just a little leak.
And Stud City says, "I probably won't buy a Patronus build, but it's cool."
It is. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, totally. I agree. I was always a big fan of the Golden Child movie, and the rat cameo was awesome.
I love.
Yes.
Or wait, I want the knife. Please. I love that part.
That's one of my favorite.
I'm so excited
Eddie
somebody
Murphy
knows
movies.
about that
Yeah.
movie.
Like most people don't
really know that movie. I grew up on that movie. That was Eddie Murphy. I grew up on anything Eddie Murphy, really, but yeah, the Golden Child for sure.
And look who's here, P-Dubs Arcade Law.
Well, hello, P-Dubs.
He's a big name in the home arcade community.
Oh, did he know you're talking about some kind of arcade?
Yeah,
today?
we have a crossover between Lego and
yours must have been
arcades
Burton.
that's coming that I will be discussing today, and I have some very strong and controversial opinions on it.
Strong and controversial.
He says, "What's your favorite brand of Lego sets, i.e., Harry Potter, Star Wars, etc.?"
Oh, our theme?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we have to pick one. Well, everybody knows mine. Mine's Harry Potter, of course. Everybody knows
it's like
that.
choosing between children.
I know. Pirates and Castles are up there for you. That one's hard. He can't choose between those two. Yeah. Don't ask him.
Well, and Lord of the Rings has my heart as well.
And Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Those three, Pirates, Castle, and Lord of the Rings.
And mine would be Harry Potter, of course, and that's number one. And then I would have to say Castle would be my next, and then Lord of the Rings. Yeah. And then Pirates. I do like the Pirates, but they're lower down. I'm not as I mean, they're cool, but not on my list as high. And then, of course, the city, but the city's low on our list. Jurassic World, though. That's a new one. I love that one. That was a good one.
Stud City says, "I'm such a Golden Child fan. I actually have the yellow dragon tattoo from the motorcycle club in the film."
Oh wow. You are a Golden Child fan.
Yeah.
That's fun. I'm excited to hear that. That's a blast from the past. I hadn't heard Golden Child in a long time.
P-Dub says, "Lego arcade crossover. Say what?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Stay tuned, P-Dubs.
Yeah.
We got some info.
Hughes Adventure says, "Yeah, I like the part in the film by Eddie Murphy, also the film." Yeah. And then Stud says, "I have a badly drawn yellow dragon tattoo from that film. I want the knife, please."
I want the knife.
She knows it better than I do.
I do, yes.
When I think of that movie, I think of Rat.
Yeah.
I
honestly, I don't even know Rat was in it. I think of Eddie Murphy. My brother was a big Eddie Murphy fan, my brother Ray. And, he was older than me, so he always controlled the TV. So it was either that or Revenge of the Nerds. We got all those.
P-Dub says, "I have almost every set in the Lego Lord of the Rings and Hobbit Really? Now
Woo,
those
those
are
are
some highly sought after sets, my friend.
Highly sought after set.
You have yourself a little
gold mine
now.
there. Especially now that Rivendell came out.
Mhm.
I wonder, are you going to get Rivendell? Rivendell's a good one.
And Infamous Convict is here. Hello, sir.
Hello,
And he
Infamous.
says the Pac-Man set. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, since we're on the topic of it,
since Infamous ratted you out, no pun intended.
let's get down to it. And yes, Lego is releasing this bad boy here. It is a buildable Pac-Man arcade cabinet. And what's interesting, P-Dubs will be able to recognize right off the top of the bat, it's very similar to an arcade one-up countercade.
Yes, it is.
It is not a full-size cabinet, no. And even though I am a big arcade fan and, Lego fan, let me just start by saying that, I am not in LAN, nor do I have any real interest of being in LAN. But having said that, if there's one person in the Lego community that is most qualified to receive and review this particular set, it is me.
Yeah, but they won't like what you say, though.
They won't like what I
give it
say.
to you.
Because it's like $270 for it. And while that's not cheap, I mean, obviously there's sets that are a lot more expensive than it. Let me take this down. And I gotta find some stuff here. We're gonna do some compare and contrast. Oh. Now, the home arcade company, Arcade 1-Up, makes Pac-Man now. And like say right here, $500 at Best Buy. You can go get it right now. And this comes with more than just Pac-Man. It comes with a few different games. I'm not sure how many are for sure. P-Dubs could probably tell you down in the chat. And what's interesting about this is you have to build it yourself as well.
So it's kind of like a Lego
So it's
set.
kind of like a Lego set. And it actually plays the games.
Right.
And while $500 is more than the Lego set, if you are patient and watch for deals, you can find these things dirt cheap eventually. I have the original Gen 1 Pac-Man Arcade 1-Up cabinet, and I paid $50 on clearance for it. So there are deals to be had for these things, and they actually play the games now. Will the Lego one play the games?
No.
And then over here, we have an Arcade 1-Up Super Pac-Man 10-in-1 countercade. And see, that's $299. And again, that's $300. So a similar price point. And it comes with 10 games. And it's a similar form factor.
And you'll still have to put it together.
No, these ones come assembled.
Oh, do they? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not a countercade collector.
Right. I don't know. We've never had one. So.
But, if you want, an actual Pac-Man, in my humble opinion, I would recommend going this route as opposed to the Lego set.
Now, if you're just a huge fan and you want it anyway, I mean, absolutely go ahead and get it. It's just, it just doesn't seem worth the money to me.
And,
see, that's why they wouldn't want us.
That's why they wouldn't want me to do it. Because let me say this, this is kind of the third thing that Lego's done. First they did the buildable NES and the buildable Atari. And what separates those from the Pac-Man arcade cabinet, in my opinion, is that they're nostalgic based, and you can't really just, you can go and buy a used Nintendo or an Atari, but it's not something that there's another company out there selling like literally that same exact thing right now. Whereas Pac-Man, they are. And so I don't know that is a route I would have went if I were Lego personally. Now, if you're going to get into the arcade scene as Lego, which I'm not opposed to, again, there's nobody more qualified to talk about this stuff than me. But if you're going to do that, I had a thought, and now if Lego did, because this is where Pac-Man, now some of the guys in the chat are saying that it's playable. I have a hard time. I have a hard time believing that, because it would have to come with the screen. It'd have to come with controls. That's going into a different territory than what Lego is.
Right. I mean, they did that kind of stuff with the Mario. There was a little bit of a playable feature, but I mean, really, how playable is it?
It's not. You're not playing Pac-Man, the arcade game, Yeah.
Or is it going to be like the spin one on the TV of the Mario one, like on the NES?
Now, Infamous Comics says mini classic NES, mini Genesis. Yes, there have been similar things that have been released. Yes, but they've been in very limited quantity. Like I said, Arcade One Up. They're pushing Pac-Man out left and right, man.
Right. I mean, they're selling one right now. It's like if they would make a Switch.
Yeah.
A Lego Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones are more nostalgic, where this countercade, they sell it right now. So again, you're going to sell it for $200 when I can go to the real thing for $299 and play 10 games on it.
Right.
That's the difference. Where the Atari, you're not going to get a used Atari that works probably for the same price as the Atari Lego set. So I don't think, right?
And no, and this
works.
this is what separates it for me. Ooh. Or like if you can only go so far with the Pac-Man IP. Now if Lego was to get like Street Fighter, for example, now you could build that same form factor of a countercade Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet. And if you included the minifigures of every character in that franchise, now you have something, Lego.
Right.
Now you got something. Obviously, I can't see him doing Mortal Kombat. It's a little too violent and, R-rated for Lego. But if Lego wants to get into the arcade scene, I would go for something that has bankable minifigures. Now, they already have deals with Nintendo now. So a Donkey Kong?
Hello.
A Donkey Kong? Now,
Zelda?
Well, Zelda's not an arcade game.
Oh, yeah. I just want Zelda.
But people would buy up a buildable Donkey Kong Lego cabinet with a Donkey Kong Big Fig.
Look at that big, huge Bowser they did. And that cube, that sold pretty well, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade. If you want the Lego Pac-Man,
that's to each his own. It's just, it's a little weird, in my opinion.
There's certain arcade games that I don't feel like are going to translate over to Lego as good, like Asteroids.
Now one of those little
Galaga.
Now those would do good on those mosaics.
Yes, on like a mosaic now.
Those would do good on that, I think. Like especially Asteroids and Galaga. Like if they did a mosaic of those, or I think that would work out.
Now, Hughes Adventure said Double Dragon. See, now they have something that you can get bankable minifigures. Yes. If it has something you can sell bankable minifigures, because as we know, Lego, they like to sell things to their core audience. They do, but they also like to get new people to come into the hobby. And this is where I'm coming from. Like P-Dubs, he might talk about this on his show. But how much is the arcade one-up community, the home arcade community, going to be interested in coming to Lego for this Pac-Man set? And that's where I say it's the draw there is a little limited. But if they went with Street Fighter 2, Double Dragon, like Stud City says, Ghost and Goblins. I mean, yes, there's other ones that I think have a higher draw, especially when you include minifigures. That yes, you could get crossovers where people would never buy that Lego set be like, yes, I must have.
I want to have it. Yeah.
Now, will some get the Lego Pac-Man? Yes, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. It will be third behind the NES, Atari, and then Pac-Man for these buildable classic games. And in my opinion, I would have went with a buildable Genesis. You know, they're working with Sega, with Sonic. I would have went with that before I went with Pac-Man.
Well, and a countercade. Yeah.
Another Legos are coming out.
Yes, and the Sonic Legos are coming out. Good point, Georgie. That would go great.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all in a theme. Unless they're going to put Pac-Man Legos out. I mean, we haven't heard anything, but they should. I just found an error, by the way.
So, you know, tell me down in the comment section, am I crazy? Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, I'm curious to hear everyone's thoughts there.
You're crazy.
Again, I'm a little bit on the controversial side there, but you know,
right.
I gotta call it like I see it, folks.
Right. I mean,
you know,
The Sonic Legos would go great with me.
The Sonic Legos would go great with you. Yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see those. I'm glad they're doing the new Sonic Legos. If they would do Mario, I'd be all over them. But for some reason, they want to sell those little whizzy things.
P-Dub says, "Holy smokes, where do we order?"
I see.
It's not actually out yet. It's
not yet.
Rumor has June 1st, and this is very much leak information, so it's not even like the general public is aware of it yet. Hugh likes it. King Oldendorf, he's on the fence. Hugh says, "How much will it cost?" I think around $270. So. I don't know what that would translate into pounds. Probably, I don't know. You could probably help me out with that. Stud City says, yeah, it's a countertop cabinet, but I love those. I had the mini countertop Pac-Man cabinet as a kid. I want to find one for my art studio. Well, there we go. I hooked you up.
The countercade, yeah, they still sell it.
Hugh says, I wonder how many pieces that set is. I'm not sure. I didn't find that information. And Stud City says, the mini Pac-Man cabinet takes me back. I play that thing so much. I need to find one on eBay. Well, like I said, you could probably go to Best Buy or something like that right now and order one. King Oldendorf says, bad news. LAN want Mikey J to be part of them and will stop at nothing until he a part of LAN. No.
We refuse.
I'm actually anti-LAN.
You refuse the LAN.
Again, following up today's strong and controversial opinions. For all my reviews going forward, not so much if it's like an older vintage set, but stuff that is newer that you know you can go buy on the shelves right now. We are going with an anti-LAN approach on all of our reviews.
Not anti-LAN, just non-LAN.
Non-LAN.
We're unbiased. We don't get it for free, so you'll get our clean and honest opinion.
Because I feel that it's important in today's space in the Lego community, because there's a lot of people that are saying that Lego reviews are dead, and And there's a lot of truth to that, and you could blame the land YouTubers for that, because they're going to get it first. They're going to put out the reviews on it, and by the time the rest of us get it, it's kind of old news.
Nobody really wants to talk about it anymore.
But having said that, they I'm not saying that they're not being genuine or not being truthful, because that's a bit of a stretch. But what I would say is that they are biased in their reviews, and they have to be in order to stay in LAN, and they want to stay in LAN because they get the free Lego. I mean,
right.
Come on, let's call a spade there.
So we know why they're doing that, but again. They won't sit there and tell you the minifigures and the old set are better.
No.
They'll sit there and say, oh, these are the greatest minifigures ever, but they're not, like the Rivendell set. They're not going to sit there and tell you their honest opinion. Well, it might be their honest opinion, though. I mean, they might like it better.
But I mean, honestly, about Rivendell specifically, I've thought about it. If you think that the new minifigures are better than the old ones, you either A, are a LAN member and can't say your honest opinion on it, or B, you don't have and have never really seen the old ones in person. Because I mean, I genuinely feel that way. Like that's the only way you would think that the new ones are superior.
Right.
And in today's day and age, I think we need a full spectrum of reviews coming out, so people,
because the market is flooded with land reviews.
Yeah,
and it's just everybody basically saying this is the best set ever, and and they're not giving critical reviews, which I understand, because they don't want to lose their land memberships and stuff, and I understand that, but there needs to be more critiques, because again, if we don't, how will Lego learn the truth about their sets? If they constantly just have all these land members sitting there saying this is the greatest set ever and there's nothing wrong with it, well, then they're going to get mixed reviews, and they're not going to get the critiques. And you need critiques. It's a checks and balances kind of thing. You need critiques. Everybody needs critiques. Except me. No, just kidding.
Well, this is kind of piggybacking off of some of the things we talked about on Macro Stream on Saturday. But I started as when I started this Lego YouTube stuff, the main guys that were out there was, Jang was top. Just Too Good was there, but he was kind of on the come up. You had the Brick Show. The Brick Show they were the ones that inspired me probably more than any of them, in all honesty. I liked the Brick Show a lot. And you had the Brick Queen. And then, a little bit further down, you had Bricksar. And that was kind of like, those were the guys. And when I would watch Jang and Brick Show and all that, they went to the store, they spent their own money, and they got these Lego sets. They took them home, they reviewed them, and gave you their honest opinions. Now, were their opinions mostly positive because they're Lego fans? Yes, just like mine will be as well. I'm not going to buy something that I don't like.
Right.
So if I'm going to buy it, I'm probably going to give it a favorable review. But that's where I come from on it, and I still respect, like Jang, for example. I mean, for how long he's been doing this, he could be running LAN, and he still chooses to not be in LAN. And I have to give him props for that. And I think that is the correct way to do it. Trying to sell yourself out and become a LAN member, not going to do it.
Not for us.
Not for us. David Emperor is here. Evening, folks. Enjoyed your review on Rivendell, Mikey. Well, thank you, sir.
Almost knocked my bookcase over.
Stud City says, I love that mini Pac-Man arcade cabinet. My uncle got it for me for Christmas back in the day. I need to find one, Mikey.
Oh, the mini one. They do sell them. I've seen them at Walmart. I've seen the little ones. It probably might be, I don't know if they're playable, though. They might just be the little ones.
P-Dub says, the Pac-Man Lego set is playable? How so?
Right. Yeah.
It's not gonna. There's no way that it's a playable arcade game. Like
if it is, it's gonna be the lowest version. The tiny like I said like the Nintendo ones that has the little screen that's like green and black and it's gonna be very slim. If it is, I really don't think it is. None of these have been playable yet. So
they have play features.
Features, yes.
Yeah.
So it's a different. So when someone says playable, do they mean Lego playable or arcade playable? There's two different playables because Lego does have play features, and all those sets do have play features, but they're not playable in terms of electronics. They're just more like the TV. You spin it and he jumps up, and something like that.
Yeah. Stud says, I want the counter one. That was a mini version of the exact full-size cabinet. That's the one I had. Yeah, the ones that I clicked, they're officially called 3/4 or 3/4 scales. So they're not a 1-for-1 replica of the original arcade cabinets. They're a little bit sized down. They weigh a lot less, and so you can move them into your house and pack more in. Because the original arcade cabinets, you're talking 500-600 pounds at least to move around. Where like my Pac-Man arcade went up, I mean that probably weighs 50 pounds tops,
maybe.
So I can just pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I don't think it's 50. I've moved it,
but yeah. But I have.
Heck, we used to have them in our living room.
Yeah. Like when I stopped doing Lego content for a few years, if you go back through my channel and you go, look at all the videos and scroll down, you'll see before I got back into Lego, what I was doing is arcade content. And I founded with three other members, three other folks, a home arcade show called the iArcadians. And that the iArcadians, we specifically focused on one company within the home arcade community known as the iArcade. And I am in the LAN equivalent of that with that company, iArcade. And I still get messages like they just sent me one. It was last week. And it was information that I could do a video on before the general public got their hands on it. And I chose not to do a video on that particular one, which I'm not going to go into the whole details there. But they will also send me from time to time games to review for free for their arcade cabinet. And that's why when I say this stuff about LAN, it's because even though I don't have experience with LAN per se, I do have experience with this YouTube game that it is. I just am in a different space. And it's, even though they have never told me to, spin my reviews a particular way.
Which I'm sure LAN has never told people that either. But
it's kind of a
unwritten rule.
Yeah. And
if you're getting something for free, they want you to say
they want you to help them sell it.
Right.
Is what they're doing.
They want to hear nice things about it.
And they will terminate that relationship if I came on and said, they sent me this game and it sucks.
Who would want that? Right. I mean, that's just good business. I mean, who would send you something again if you did that? Oops. Slippery little sucker.
So, and I continue having that relationship with them, and I will continue that for as long as, they allow it, or
they keep doing it.
They keep doing it or whatever. But I don't really have any interest in doing it elsewhere. And we're talking about, they might send me a $10.99 or $12.99 video game versus a $500 Lego set,
Right.
So, but I mean, I understand. I mean, who wouldn't want free Lego? But it
comes as a price at a price.
It comes at a price.
You might be getting it for free, but again, you're
and it's a bit of a trade-off there. You're literally selling yourself for that free item, and so it's not like, it's almost like your channel and your content's not completely yours anymore. It's like you have someone else overseeing you, looking down and saying, I'm watching you. I don't want that. I would rather buy what I want to buy, review it, and give you guys my honest thoughts and feelings on it. And like with Rivendell, I love this set.
Love it.
It's one of my favorite Lego sets to date. The actual build itself is fantastic, but I couldn't let Lego go with the minifigures that they gave us. They
did us wrong.
They chinsed out there. I didn't respond to your comment yet, Stud, that you left on it, but I did see it about the statue minifigures. And yes, the statue ones are some of the coolest ones in that set. And I told you which ones I like the best. Like Figwit might be my favorite one in the whole thing.
He's cool. So it's not like we hated all the minifigures. It's just when you compare them to the old ones, like I said, I think maybe that that Council of Elrond set that came with Arwen, he came with Arwen, right? That one was maybe a $20 set, maybe. And it has a way better hairpiece for both those minifigures and faces for both those minifigures. So for them to chintz out on a $500 one, it seems odd to me. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, I love them all. I love all of them, but I will forever like the older minifigures better. You all right?
Can we talk about my Scar Bambian characters?
Maybe in a little bit, okay, bud?
Daddy's catching up with the chat right now.
Let Daddy catch up with the chat and see what people's got to say.
And Stud says, Ghosts and Goblins is my favorite arcade game. I'd go to the roller rink, not skate, just spend my allowance on Ghosts and Goblins. Yes, and he made a fantastic Ghosts and Goblins mock that I should talk about that.
Yes, you should.
Maybe next week, man. Send me the pictures again on Instagram, or maybe I'll go through. Maybe they're still there. Because that's the kind of stuff that is up my alley. I do very much like it when a couple of my hobbies can cross over like that. That's fun for me. King Oldor says the only arcade game that I enjoy is the horror shooter game. I think it's called House of the Dead or something. Yes, House of the Dead. That's a fun game. I'm surprised that's the only one you enjoy. There's lots of good ones out there, but House of the Dead is great. And Stutzy says, remember roller rinks? They always had rad, tiny arcade sessions. They sure did.
I loved roller.
And I'll give you a little story.
Nostalgia today.
A little story about those. The only time I ever did this was at roller rinks. I don't know why it was the case, and I don't remember what it was called. But me and my friends, whoever we were with, we'd go over to the fountain drink and get some of every single one of them there and mix it all together and make some kind of pop cocktail. And I only did it at the roller rinks for some reason, and I loved it.
Probably because they had it there available for you to do that.
Infamous Comic says, a pinball type of set would be cool. Yes, that would be fun. Especially if they could figure out a way to make like the paddles.
I know, it's the invisibility cloak.
Stud says, KO, are you thinking of Splatterhouse? That game was rad. No, the House of Dead was actually a shooter game. That one was more in the 90s.
Yeah.
Hugh says, I will have to see what it looks like first and how big it is before I decide to get it.
You do? You can too.
And Stud says, I don't know if Splatterhouse was an arcade game, but it was great. Yes, it was an arcade game. And it also was one of the initial releases on the TurboGrafx 16.
Worlds are colliding.
Brick Enforcer says, you picked up the Up House at Indiana Jones set, huh? Yes, I did.
Good segue. You guys are just coming in with the segues today.
I need to catch up on the chat. I'm way behind, but I'm going to talk about the Indiana Jones stuff in a little bit here.
Yeah.
Hugh says it'd be about $240
For what?
the Pac-Man set.
Oh, for the
pounds,
I gotcha. We are behind. Sorry for my noise. Are you all right? You bumped your head.
I can't get the shirt mine.
Stud Sidious says, are you trying to tell me land members give positive reviews for views? Sarcasm.
I
I know. I wanted it to stop because I don't want the battery to die.
Yes, the old minifigures are better, 100%. Infamous Convict says 2,651 pieces. The cyan and pink ghosts missing in the Pac-Man set, but it looks like it comes with little minifig scale arcade cabinet too. You can see on display part of the leaked photo.
Oh, well, that's cute. But I can make one of those. Gilderoy Lockhart.
And Brick Enforcer says, I do not watch land reviews.
What draws you to a non-land review? Like, what does it say? Like, we try to say non-land review, but that sounds so negative. Like, how do we?
I was going to call it a land-free review, but then that could be misconstrued the other way. I'm a land reviewer and I got this free.
Nobody's going to watch that.
got the business really comfortable.
Brick Hive is here. Hello, sir. How are you
Hello.
doing today?
Welcome. He's
And
another Lego YouTuber.
he
They're
is a Lego YouTuber, and
You always
I
have
will
this.
play this one for you, sir.
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah.
He says, I can't stay. I have to go check on the dog. Yeah, I understand. King Oldor says, the only land I watched is Brixie and his reviews. Not all positive, like you complained. Why Winnie the Pooh an 18 plus set or something like that? Well,
Winnie the Pooh is an 18 plus set because of the build techniques. I'll tell you that right now. Granted, it's a child theme, but the build techniques are harder for the younger. I mean, it could have been a 10 plus set. I'll give you that, but I don't know why it's an 18 plus set. But it is the build techniques are a bit bigger.
Brick Enforcer says the Brick Show was my favorite. I met them too. Nice guys. Yeah, I was sad when they ran into their problems and they got booted off of YouTube. Now, it was their own fault for that happening, yes. They have no one to blame but themselves.
It still made you sad.
I mean, 3 strikes and you're out. But and to be all honesty, by the time that happened, I was no longer watching their stuff so much because I agree with you. Was it Steven and Jason? I believe are their names. I liked Jason the best, and we started seeing him less and less. And but when I first started watching them, that's who drew me in. And if you go back and watch my early reviews, they would always give a rating out of 10 or whatever. And I might have ripped that off from them in my early reviews.
I don't think you can rip off a rating out of 10. I mean, that's kind
But
of.
they were the only people in the Lego community that were doing it at the time.
Well,
and I started doing it because
they did it.
They did it.
Well, I mean, I guess you
did
can
like
say
the
that.
Brick Show.
But I mean, 1 out of 10. I mean, that's a universal thing. It's like that's like a public domain. It's not like you ripped it off.
One Brick Stud is here. Hello, One Brick Stud.
Hi,
How are
One Brick
you
Stud.
today?
Mama,
Hello, hello.
what's the screen going to?
Stud City says, I once sacrificed my mother's goat in a spell to become a land member. I would love to sell my soul for free sets.
A Lego goat? Is that what he said? Honey, it's Filch's wand, I believe.
And the Brick Bods are here. Hello,
Hello.
Carrie. Haven't seen you in quite some time. I popped into her stream on Sunday. I didn't have much going on, and so I said, thought I would stop in and say hello, and I will play this one.
Ted, Annette! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got 15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
Dumbledore does.
But he has the sword.
So they're okay.
So he has the sword. You know?
Well, I don't think the sword is.
Stud
hand.
City says, oh, the 3/4 scale arcade cabinets, thanks. I want that tiny Pac-Man version, not the super small one you see at Best Buy.
I gotcha.
And Brick Enforcer says, Jang is the man. Miranda says, hey, Mikey, I like Jane Bricks as well. He's really good. Yeah, to me, Jang Bricks is the godfather of
He's
all
the
of
pioneer.
this.
Yeah.
So
He's the one who started it all, wasn't he?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
He's the one that blew it up. Like I said, LAN exists because of Jang, and he's not in it.
Compared to my figures.
Hugh says, I want the arcade version of Double Dragon. I have that as well. The actual arcade game. I have Double Dragon 1 and 2 on one of my cabinets. It's on the iArcade, which I don't think you can buy that in the UK, unfortunately. But
You're being naughty.
Stud says, I knew you would know, Mikey. You have the arcade cabinet knowledge. Yeah, like I said, that's one of my other passions. I haven't been doing it so much as of late, which I could go off on a tangent on that on why. Real quickly, there's all these different YouTube communities. You know, they have a lot of things in common, but they all have things that separate them as well. And I know that there's some toxicity and some nastiness that exists within the Lego community. There's that in all YouTube communities. But there are some of them out there that take it even that much further, and it can go really bad. And so I could probably write a book on all the stuff that I've seen and know that has happened over in that space. Like P-Dubs is probably gone now, but like I said, he's one of the top dogs. He's one of the godfathers of that community. And like I'm sure he could tell you a ton of horror stories. And it's just if I was just doing this YouTube stuff by myself and not including those you see next to me, I would maybe consider doing things a little differently, but because of that, I have to think about them always. And so
me.
You're one of them. You're next to them. They just can't.
So I've had to take a step back from that community. And like my gaming channel, for example, I think I have 213 subscribers on it right now. And like I said, that's actually my second gaming channel. I had another one that I started that I was a part of called the iArcadians. I mean, you can look them up right now if you want. But
well, not right now.
Well, not right now, but I helped get that channel to where it's at. So the MJP Games and Movies is actually my second gaming channel that I've done, and I specifically try to turn the heat off on myself on that channel. Like every now and again, I'll make a video that I'll be like, I know this is going to get some attention. I know this is going to get some views. And it does. And then after I release it, I'll intentionally follow it up with stuff that I know is going to it's not going to get near the attention. It's more stuff that I want to do because the more I turn up the heat over there, the more, the focus gets turned on me, and that's what I really don't want. And so I have to be careful over there. And that's why, like, I actually haven't made an arcade video in quite some time. There's a few reasons for that, but that is one of the reasons. King Old North says, my parents want me to be a part of LAN as they think a real job.
Oh.
Stud City says, they just brought back the 3D open world Pac-Man game. I was a big nerd for that game. King Old North says, by the time Mikey J get here, it's been years. Whatever.
Get here what?
Down to that comment.
Oh.
Stud City says, the Pac-Man World game was rad. People hated on it, but I enjoy it. I still play it. It was like Nintendo 64 Mario. Yeah. And I believe that's on one of the arcade 1-up cabinets. I'm pretty sure. Now I don't really play some of the other ones. Like, I mean, as far as Pac-Man goes, my cabinet's got Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus, which I don't even play Pac-Man Plus much. I just play Pac-Man on it. But then the other one that I would get that I enjoy would be Miss Pac-Man. So I don't really get into some of those other ones like that so much, but so I can't say for certain, but I'm fairly confident that one of those arcade cabinets, arcade 1-up machines, does have Pac World on it. So Stud City says, in a few weeks, I will vanish from society when Tears of Kingdoms drop. Zelda, baby.
Oh, I hear you. I won't vanish. I won't get it yet, but I will be getting it.
King Old North says, Stud Hideous, I like to live stream that game, but there are a lot of Zelda game copy straight breach of free right everywhere on YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I think you might be misunderstanding. If people are putting out information on the game before Nintendo, like if
releases it,
yeah, then you can get in trouble. But once the game comes out, I think you're misunderstanding. I think you'll be able to stream it all you want. Life to Lego Brick says, if I get certain papers to sign, that would mean much less time in YouTube for me and not staying awake during this time during weekdays. Do not know when the papers will be ready. Just need to wait. I would hate to see you go, but yeah. I understand. Stud City says, KO, you should be fine streaming it while you play. They get crazy about vids, but not gameplay. You'll be fine. Do it, my man. Yeah. King Old North says, at least Mikey is an arcade game expert and wonder if he not know at least one game.
I'm sure. But there's one game he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, don't take those off.
But you know, now you're coming into territory that is turning this more into an arcade stream than a Lego stream. But there's this thing called MAME. It is called Multi-Arcade Machine Emulation. And you can download ROMs illegitimately. I'll just say that. And that's kind of how I started in all of that stuff. And I was building my own like arcade games and stuff like that before Arcade 1-Up and all that stuff came onto the scene.
I'm sorry, Lola. That's
what I was doing. And so I had thousands, and I still have thousands of games that way. So yeah, I've played, I don't want to say every arcade game that ever existed.
Right, because that's a big statement. I mean,
but I've played thousands upon thousands of arcade games, yeah. Some of them literally for only like 3 minutes and be like, this game sucks, turn it off. Stud says, I'll stop blabbing so Mikey can catch up. My bad. I get excited about arcade games.
No, you're fine.
Infamous Comic said, The Simpsons and Cruise in USA were my favorite arcade games. You can get a Simpsons arcade cabinet through Arcade 1-Up. Cruise in USA, you cannot. There's a big controversy over there. People want that. That's a hot button topic, but you can't get the Simpsons. Jacques says, Cruise in USA and Outrun were my favorite arcade games. You can get Outrun through Arcade 1-Up, but it's a couple years old, so you might have to pay a little bit more now. But I will say this, in that community, things don't go up in value after they retire like they do in the Lego space nearly as much. Now, the only way they go up in value is if they're just like super rare. But like I said, you can get games, you can get arcade cabinets for, like I showed earlier, that Pac-Man is $500. If you just wait them out, maybe come around Christmas time, you can probably get that same machine for $200. So, it's all about knowing what to do. King Oldor says, it's going to be thousands of years when I comment this line for Mikey J to catch up, and I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
Stud Cydia says that Ghostbusters clip never gets old. Yes. Jacques agrees. Infamous Comic says, I remember back in the day flying on the airplane, one of the options on the video screen was the Brick Show vids in the kids section.
Ah,
yeah.
That's nice.
King Ollendorf changed the time of his live stream from 4 p.m. as it now meant for 10 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh.
Stud City says, people hate on the Brick Queen, but she's an OG Lego YouTube pioneer as well. People get jealous of her and treat her like garbage, unfortunately.
Aww.
Yes. Now, when it comes to the Brick Queen, now, this is the episode for strong controversial opinions out of Mikey today, clearly.
Uh-oh.
So here you go. Everyone buckle up again. I didn't have a problem with the Brick Queen. I watched a lot of her content. I thought it was mighty inappropriate of her to be dressed in the Slave Leia outfit for doing Lego reviews or doing that one Lego review. And it's not because I was body shaming her or anything like that. I mean, I didn't say anything publicly. This is the first time I've talked about it publicly. But it was because kids watch that stuff. And I thought that that was inappropriate. And now here we fast forward all these years later, and how many female Lego YouTubers out there are showing skin for views? I'm looking at you.
We see a lot of them.
Stud says she had the stones to dress up in Slave Leia cosplay outfit, and people abused her. She's definitely an OG. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
King Oldor says, oh, well, time for me to buy another pack of D&D spell card then. King Oldor says, is she still around? I believe so, but her channel definitely took a nosedive, unfortunately. But I think she still makes content. Yeah, KO, a couple of brickheads had her on their show. They gave her the respect she deserves. No matter what people think, she was an OG Lego YouTuber. People get toxic and immature, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I said. She's her, Jang, Just Too Good, The Brick Show, and Brickstar. Those were the ones that, when I came onto the scene, they were really the only ones out there. B-Fab's here. Hello, B-Fab.
Well, hello, B-Fab.
And I got to give you something here. Let me find it. Hey,
Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
B-Fab says, I mean, there's a couple of reasons why people treat Brick Queen bad. However, she can be a genuinely nice person. I don't know her personally. I've never talked to her. I did follow some of the controversy that went down between her and a couple other YouTubers a couple of years back. They had that whole Brickbuster segment that was going on, and actually,
Yes.
No, that's the white one.
you know, I talked with. Haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't done any content in a minute, but
Spit it out.
I can't remember his name. Life of Lego.
Bit water.
That name.
He likes to hit things straight ahead too, and stir up some controversy. But he had he kind of came to the Brick Queen's defense, if I'm remembering correctly. Stud says, "I'll check those messages. I've been here blabbering."
Oh,
King Olnor says, "Run, BFAB's here."
Can you fix it again? I broke it. I didn't mean to.
Hugh says, "I have seen one Double Dragon arcade machine for for almost $4,000. If it's the real arcade cabinet."
All right.
Which what you can do is you can get one of those arcade 1-up cabinets, and you can buy like you can get them for as cheap as you can find them. Like I said, sometimes you can find them for like $50, and you can put a Raspberry Pi in it. And then you can buy all these things on the aftermarket, like a different skin, so you could reskin it as Double Dragon. And you put a Raspberry Pi in it. You can buy all this stuff online, some of it through Etsy and whatnot. And you can make yourself your own Double Dragon arcade cabinet with those games on it for significantly cheaper, man. Stud Sidia says, "When arcade games and Lego meet, I can't help myself." Jacques says, "Who remember the first Star Wars arcade game?" Yes, an arcade 1-up made that cabinet as well. And rumor has it they're going to be making another one as well. So, Stud City says, "Yeah, Star Wars and the Indiana Jones arcade games were amazing. Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom game. That's I do like that game. That's one that hasn't seen the light of day other through ROMs and downloads in quite some time." King Old North says, "I almost bought a Time Crisis arcade game, but changed my mind as I forgot I don't have space for it." Time Crisis arcade 1-up is doing that as well. So like they're doing a lot of those classic games. Stud says that Indiana Jones arcade game was very tough when you got to the mine cart. Yeah. Stud says, "Yeah, it's inappropriate for kids to see her in the slave Leia outfit, but I thought it was aimed at adults, but you cannot control views. It's definitely a gray area." Yeah, it is. That's why, I mean, I didn't approve of it, but I didn't go put her on blast either. But some other people did. And Big Nate Bricks is here. Hello, Big Nate.
Hello.
How are you doing today? Glad for you to join us. And Stud City says, "I see your point about that, Mikey. I always thought her channel was for AFOLs." Well, back in those days,
there wasn't a separation.
There wasn't a separation so much as like there is now, because we're talking about before Copa came around.
Yeah, they do a lot of protections now.
Copa changed everything, but back in those days, like Jang, Brick Show, Brick Queen, all of those, they were getting pushed to kids like crazy. And I know this for a fact because if I go back and look at some of my old videos, even though the quality on some of them was terrible, they would get crazy amount of views, and it was because they were pushing them to kids. Or nowadays, they don't push them to kids.
Unless they say made for kids.
Yeah.
Or if you have kids on the thumbnail, then they might think that it's for kids too. We learned that on Wild Wednesdays.
Yeah. BFAB says, "It doesn't seem like it, Old North. Last time I posted was February." Yeah, I was wondering if I haven't seen it in a minute. Hughes Adventure says, I'll post it in Discord, Mikey. Okay. And Rula is here. Hello, Rula.
Hello.
He says, raspberry pie sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious.
Trevor's Videos is here. Hello, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
And Trevor, you get this
Ace
one today.
Ventura, Pet Detective, and you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Now I'm pretty much caught up on the chat, Oldorf. He said it couldn't be done. I made it happen. Now it's time for me to talk about something else here I was wanting to discuss real quick. And that is, I did a mock recently. We were talking about Indiana Jones. Now, before I show you guys some of the pictures, which I'm going to have a full video out on this, I already filmed it. I didn't buy any parts. I didn't order anything for it. This is all stuff that I had in.
And he stole.
Oh,
Know that.
stop it.
He stole from me. I bought parts for my mock.
I didn't steal from you.
You did too. And you broke one of my things.
What I break?
My barrels.
Oh, pish pot.
Ah!
But this is what I made. It's an official Mikey J mock, and as you guys know,
most of our fights are about Lego.
I wanted to make an Egyptian temple, an Egyptian pyramid for my indie, and so that's what I started doing. Was I was just building a pyramid, and I did a bunch of trial and error, and you can see some of the old adventure stuff in there because I have a decent collection of that theme. And so I ended up getting a few ways up, and then I ended up mixing in the old adventure sets into it. And this is the front of it, and this is what I put most of the work in. And
I guess I can help you.
here is a side view on it. As our signal went down a little bit. We just had the internet guy out.
We did.
Since there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it. I swear.
But here's a side view of it, and then here is the back, and this is the new Indiana Jones and the Hidden Temple, I believe it's called, set, which I got a review coming out on this set just as is as well. But this is like the Well of Souls, which I wish they would have called it that. I mean, I know that might be a little controversial, calling it the Well of Souls, but that's what it was in the movies. But I wanted to, so this is kind of like the inside of it, but I wanted this to be like the outside or above it, kind of give it the old Egyptian and pyramid type vibe. And again, this is all stuff I just had in the collection. What she's griping about are the masonry bricks.
Like every piece on that is a masonry brick because he stole them from me.
But
God bless you.
I talked about this on Macro's stream the other day as well, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about it real quick with you guys.
What?
And this adventures theme, I'll show you. You can see we have this set here, Oasis Ambush. That's where the Sphinx came from. And then she always has them in a different order. I can't.
She.
It's
a she.
The way you do it, it's different. They had to fix it. Let me see here. Is it this one? Yeah, this set here. We have this set, and look at it. It's 73 pieces. I can't remember how exactly I came across it. Somebody was talking about it or whatnot, but look at it. I mean, I'll show you guys what this set is doing these days. There are two of them for sale in the entire world, both of them in the United States, and used $250 for 73 pieces. Now, I gotta be honest. Part of me thought about selling this darn thing because of how valuable this set is, but these Egyptian parts and pieces, I couldn't help it. I wanted to incorporate them. Like it comes with the sarcophagus and those side panels with the hieroglyphics on it. I mean, you can see them. You know, I'll put mine back up on here real quick. You can see it right there on the sides. That's straight from the set. And then you see the sarcophagus over on the right. That's from that set as well. And so I incorporated, you know, pretty much that whole set besides the little car there's in it. And then what was the other one that I put?
The one with the missing piece that you looked forever for? And it was right in front of your face. It's called
Mummy's Tomb. Yeah, here it is. And then this set here, you can't see it from my pictures, but it's in the video. But this like little statue there, that's on the inside of my pyramid. And then you can see some more of these parts and pieces, which I was looking for these
cones.
Yeah, I couldn't find them. I was looking everywhere for them. I don't know what you did with them. You stole them somewhere.
No, I didn't.
What cones?
Stop.
What cones?
I gotta blame the missus.
What cones?
They're just cones. They're tan cones.
I'm gonna pay for that one later.
Okay, thank you. Let me see what she is.
Okay, well, you can keep her.
But yeah, that's a little Mikey mock I put together. And put King Oldendorf to sleep a little bit again. I'm always putting you to sleep, man. Hugh says, it's looking good, Mikey. Jacques says, looks pretty nice, Mikey. Oh, thank you. I never claimed to be the greatest mocker in the world. And like I said, the fact that I didn't have to buy anything, just put it together based upon stuff I had around. You know, and Stud says, looks rad, Mikey. I like the old Adventures Egyptian Lego. Yeah, I wanted a pyramid, you know, an Egyptian pyramid for my Indiana Jones, because I'm not going to do a full-on Indiana Jones section, but I like Indy enough that I wanted just a little area for Indy to explore.
Well, and we had that, I had built a pyramid, you know, beforehand that you worked off of. So we had a little bit of a Egyptian section already.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were talking about this on Macro Stream, and that's what's funny. I was on there talking about castle stuff, and I had Indiana Jones on the brain, and when I got off there, that's what I did. I was up to like 5 a.m. that night.
He was.
And King Oldendorf says, Mikey J. Sigfig dress up as Indiana Jones again. Yeah. And Life Through Lego Brick says, Mikey, very nice build. Thank you. Stud City says, the Egyptian minifigures had great head molds. Yeah. King Oldendorf says, I vote for Mikey J to play Indy for fan main Indiana Jones film. I don't know. I think Harrison Ford looks better at me than and 80 or whatever he is now.
Is he 80?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Stud says, don't sell, Mikey. Don't sell. That mock looks great. Yeah, I'm not going to sell it. It's.
Oh, no. He's not going to sell it.
Trevor says, really clever mock. Well done, Mikey J. Well, thank you. Life Through Lego Brick says,
he can build.
Trevor's video, thanks. What I get with papers about a job, and then it would be official. Then I need to stay at certain places, and new challenges would await me. Less time on YouTube. Yeah, I understand. Stud City says, Mrs. Mikey, the Egyptian mock needs more brick-built mushrooms. Fans of the channel will get that.
I do have tan mushrooms.
King Oldor says, Mikey J, what are you gonna do? Guess that minifigures, those who got 3 already not allowed to have that slot. We are doing that in a little bit.
And that's not the rule. Don't start.
We have
making
2 more
rules.
slots open.
Anybody can get those slots, no matter if you already have your name on there more than 3 times. There's no rule against it.
Like the Lego Brooks asking Trevor how his and his sons are doing. Stud City says, I get the obsession, Mrs. Mikey. I like the mushroom printed round dome tiles as well.
I do. I love them. I need 2 of those. Mm-hmm.
And
I know I have so many sitting. I haven't done them yet, but I have a whole bunch to add.
Now I have one more segment I want to talk about on today's show. And this comes from my Facebook group. I have a couple of different Facebook groups. One that's specifically tied to my channel, whether I'm doing Lego stuff or video game stuff or whatever. But then I created a different Facebook group, and it's called Lego Historic Themes, Castle, Pirates, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Egyptian stuff. Anything that is like an historic type theme is open for in there. And that Facebook group has really taken off. I've been really happy with how it's gone. And every now and again, I mean, I see a lot of really cool stuff in there, don't get me wrong. But every now and again, somebody posts something in there that makes you go, ooh, look at that. And this is one of those ones, and I had to showcase it.
Yeah.
It's called Crow Castle. And when I saw this, I was just like, wow. That is one of the coolest mocks that I have ever seen, at a Lego show or wherever. He really did an awesome job here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got these are the pictures he posted in the Facebook group. And yeah, the castle itself is amazing, but just wait on some of the stuff that he's gonna find here. You got some hidden chambers underneath it in the back.
No. Crow's Castle.
Okay, he's got like a little druid temple section going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And he incorporated some interesting minifigures as well. You'll see a couple Easter eggs as we go through these pics. Got the Black Falcons there.
You see the troubadour back there.
A troubadour back there. And then this right here, look at this dragon. I mean, yes, it's brick built. You guys know how I feel about brick built dragons, but yes, his mock includes a full on imprisoned dragon in chains.
Well, that will be his life.
I mean, and he's got some light up features going on and everything.
Light up feature? He does. And light up feature?
Got a little guy doing the
Honeybee.
bees.
Oh, and I like how he has the little bees on the flowers.
Yeah.
Those are from Minecraft set, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Okay, he's got Eeyore. Like I said, he's got some fun little Easter eggs in it.
Eeyore in there. It's the only donkey that we have. It's Eeyore.
Donkey.
Yeah.
Here you go.
But this is just a fantastic mock he put together. Really, really impressive. Like I said, it's one of the coolest castle mocks that I've ever seen. And so when it popped up in my Facebook group, I was like, yes. I mean, look at this right here. When you turn the light off and get the light showing on the dragon section.
Ooh.
I mean, that looks awesome.
Top notch.
Nice. How does the dragon Lego too?
So, like I said, I wanted to showcase that because it's a fantastic mock. And, as I've said before, I like showcasing other people's stuff. sometimes, usually it's through Lego Ideas.
Right.
But not everybody goes the Lego Ideas route. Thunderlogger, who's a fan of the channel, I haven't seen him in a little bit, but I showcased his pirate ship box because they were fantastic, and even though he didn't do Lego Ideas or nothing like that, and so so if you have a cool mock like Stud Sidious, with your ghosts and goblins, stuff like that. And let's see what the chat says. Life Through Lego Brick says, what a creation, that castle. Yeah. King Old North says, also, I'll be updating my tavern mock into the Bricklink Designer Program Round 2 next week. So if I'm not accepted by the end, I just buy all the pieces and display for the brick show.
That's a good idea.
Stud City says, the landscape of that castle takes it to the next level. So rad, yeah. I mean, that's just something, you could just look at for, I don't want to say hours, but you could spend some time looking at that thing, looking at all the different little things. Jacques says, wow. Yeah. Stud City says, that castle is amazing, but combined with the landscaping, it's just amazing. And he says, I need to see the new Mario movie again, King Olorf. I enjoyed it. We still haven't seen it, but I know the Peaches song.
I don't. You know it?
King Oldor says, Stud Sidious still hasn't seen it yet and cannot see it at all. And then Stud Sidious says, people gave Mario film bad reviews, but it is aimed at kids. It's not Gone with the Wind. It was great for what it is. The art style was amazing. Let's be real here when it comes to Mario, because I'm a long time Mario player. And what do you want to talk about the actual canon of Mario? So you're gonna make a movie based on the original Super Mario Brothers because that's the first one. Basically the same thing happens in every game.
Well, the first actual is Donkey Kong.
Well, yes, that's the first time Mario appeared. But I'm talking about involving Bowser and everything. So what I'm saying is you could have Mario, the original Super Mario Brothers. You could have Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, Mario 64, Mario Odyssey. They're all basically the same story. Bowser comes in and takes Peach, and
you gotta go save her.
So you could dicker and Dan over the story. Well,
this time isn't it Luigi that needs to be saved?
Yeah, this time
in the movie. Yeah. Luigi's the one that's stuck, not Peach.
And Peach.
Oh, Peach is too?
Yep.
Oh.
And the little penguins.
How do you know? You haven't watched it.
I seen the trailer.
King says, wait, am I the only member here? I guess so. No, Hugh's here. He's a member.
Hugh's a member.
Hugh's Adventure says, you could make a good video for that castle. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
King Oldor says a Peach song. Yes.
Jack Black,
because he plays Bowser. And it's a catchy little song, man. I gotta say.
Catchy little tune.
It's in the Jack Black, School of Rock,
style.
Tenacious D kind of over the top shenanigans, but it works. At least it's a song for a movie that talks about the plot and stuff going on in the movie, because back in my day, that's the was the songs were who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. It's in the movie. It's part of the plot.
Alice in Chains' Nightmare.
And we've gotten away from that, and it's now like they'll put in songs in a movie that really have nothing to do with it, and it's just like, well, we want to put this artist on the soundtrack, or put them in the end credits, and blah blah blah, and it's like I would rather, never ending story. I enjoy that kind of stuff more, and so when I heard the Jack Black song, I'm like, is it as good as the Ghostbuster song or Never Ending Story song? No.
But it's good for what we
But
have.
at
Nothing
least
now.
it's about the plot. It's about the movie. I dig it.
It's the best we got. Oh, no.
Stud City says, I need to take pictures of
that
the
back,
G&G mock. I just made a Reels video. It'll get good pictures. Okay. And Stud City says the Zelda canon timeline is all over the place, though out of the games. People even complain about that. Just enjoy it for what it is. Yeah, I tried to actually kind of figure out what the canon of Legend of Zelda was at one time. And yeah, there's no official canon for that. And it's, basically the best that you can say is that each game, maybe some games, like maybe the new one is a sequel of Breath of the Wild, perhaps. And like Majora's Mask was a sequel to Ocarina of Time. But it's like, it's always like there's a new Link being reborn and in a different timeline. And he is on a different quest to rescue Zelda and defeat Ganon. So it's...
I haven't even defeated Ganon on Breath in the Wild yet. Did I? Maybe I did.
Page. Mama, I almost get it.
Oh, no.
King of Lenore says, never heard of that song, but we'll watch it when the film release for stream. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I think you watched it on YouTube, didn't you?
Well, I heard people talking about this new Peaches song. And Georgie found it on YouTube. And he's always finding crazy songs.
He is.
And like, after just listening to it a couple of times, I was like, gosh darn it, it's a good one.
He does find some good ones every now and then.
Stud City says, Jack Black was an original Pitfall Atari Game TV commercial. I love that guy. Yes, he was.
Wow.
Yes, he was. He was slanging the original Atari. King Old North says, want an invite link to Discord here, Mikey J? Sure.
It's a good idea. Thanks.
And speaking of which, whoever, I have different mods now. Feel free to post links to your channel or other people's channels as well to try to spread the love. In case everyone's not already subscribed to each other. Hughes says, there was the Def Leppard song in Arnie's Last Action Hero film. I don't remember that song, but I do remember AC/DC's Big Gun. And that is a forgotten AC/DC jam. Big Gun. I dig that song. Stutsudia says, the best gift I was ever given was a leather-bound, never-ending book. It has metal shakes are in pendant on it. Blew me away as a Christmas when I got it.
I bet. That's awesome. Make 3 of them.
That movie that was my jam when I was a kid. I actually just recently watched it popped up on my YouTube feed, so I watched it, and it was Gamork, the wolf creature.
Oh,
that scene when I was a kid
scary.
Terrified me as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it still holds up rather well.
Rather scary.
And it's something we've talked about in the past, is that back back in our day, back in our day again.
Back in my day.
The special effects and everything were always tended to be lacking, and so the focus was always more on plot, story, dialogue, and getting the proper mood for what was taking place. All those things were far more important because, like, when Atreyu kills Gamork, it's by today's standards kind of lame, and they did it kind of quick. And where nowadays they would have had a big scene and he's fighting, and it would have been CGI heavy, and so they would have cut the scene where Atreyu's talking to him short, and they wouldn't have put so much focus on that. And I'm a firm believer it's not what you see, but what you don't see. That when your imagination can run wild, makes things more intimidating. And that scene in Neverending Story is a perfect example of that. Just the way he's talking with his eyes glowing, looking all sinister, like that's what made us kids that grew up in that time tougher than these, Gen Zers.
I'm just a little scared of that.
You're a little scared of that.
Mm-hmm.
Stud says, it looks like just like the book and the film from the original story inside. That's cool.
That is awesome.
Kig Oldendorf says, well, I'm too lazy to post a link here, but we'll try. Hugh says it was 2 steps behind. Oh, okay. The acoustic song. I didn't realize that was in Last Action Hero. Stud Sidious says, but when Artax dies in the Swamp of Sadness, I had to see a shrink as a child.
Oh,
yeah.
But that's the worst.
Those 2 scenes, I'm telling you, those 2 scenes, and then the scene that I would put third it is when first time you watch him flying on the Luck Dragon, which I always thought it was a flying dog when I was a kid. It always looked more like a dog. I didn't even realize it was a dragon until I got older. But that's when I think of that movie, it's those 3 scenes. It was just, that was 80s movie magic there. Trevor says the producers of the Mario movie will most certainly be collecting the coin from his success. Yes.
Do you think it's my turn to talk?
Stud City says, when I went to Germany, I specifically went to the museum/studio warehouse that has the Falcor movie prop on display. Ooh. I took pictures on Falcor like a true nerd. You had to pay to get pictures. Wow.
I would too. That's fun.
That's awesome. Hugh says, I heard it was in the end credits. I haven't seen that movie in so long that I can't tell you for fact. Like I said, the song that I remember is the AC/DC song Big Gun. Jacques says, my uncle took me to see the movie, to see the Neverending Story. Yeah. But back to Hugh, I do know the song 2 Steps Behind by Def Leppard.
What's the Neverending Story?
You've never seen it, have you?
No.
We failed you.
Failed you.
Who failed me?
Mom and Daddy.
So
I've never seen it.
Georgie's got some stuff he wants to show off, so now it is his time to talk.
Mom put the sticker on upside down. So I'm trying to
show us what you got, son.
What you got, bud?
Here's Bam Bam.
What's Bam Bam from?
Bam Bam's kindergarten.
Bam Bam's kindergarten.
Here's the player. Blow.
Another player.
Yeah, well, he just has a remote, and here's his drone. Here's his drone.
Oh, his drone.
Mm-hmm.
You built all those out of your own imagination, huh?
Yeah, it's actually a real game.
It's actually a real game?
Yeah. Bam Bam's kindergarten.
It's a video game?
Yeah.
Oh, Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Mom's trying to put the sticker on. I put it on upside down.
Yeah.
Well, good job, bud.
can see-
That was very, very creative. That Bam
Yes.
Bam is.
Well, here's Bambi's robot arms.
So it has a player in it as well, just like
Mm-hmm.
how you play time.
Yeah, look. You don't really see the player. You only see the drone.
Oh.
Just like Pop Playtime, but your irons don't go in your hand.
And notice how he always is using Blacktron minifigures.
Hee
Who knows what they'll be used as?
All right. Good job, bud.
Come here, Bam.
All right, let's finish this up.
Yep.
We got one more bag left. I don't know if we'll get it done. Someone wanted to take over, so it's gone a little slower than normal.
King Oldendorf says, Georgie's from Young Sheldon. Yes, he is a character on there. He doesn't have much in common with our Georgie other than the name, though.
No, yeah.
Studs Idiot says, the Never Ending Story 2 was a hot mess, though, unfortunately. Yeah, they made, what, 2 or 3 of those movies, and I tried to watch the second one, but I never could give it much time. Yeah, the first one, that one is in contention for the greatest fantasy movie of all time before Lord of the Rings took the title, and then you got Harry Potter. So you got those 2 franchises kind of overtook the fantasy genre, which, deservedly so. But at the same time, back in the day, we had Never Ending Story, we had Dragon Slayer, we had Princess Bride, and then of course you had some Disney animated movies.
Don't
as
do that
well.
with your feet.
But Never Ending Story, Princess Bride, Dragon Slayer, those were 3 staples for me back in my youth. Black Knight was good as well too. Life Through Lego Brick says, I have watched many times Never Ending Story. I have at home 2 movies plus the miniseries.
Oh, we should get that. We don't have it.
We have the Never Ending Story on some kind of collection.
Do we?
Pretty sure.
I know. I think about it. We do, don't we?
Stud City is Georgie is mocking classic space fig. So rad. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The amount I have a ton of it's my same cousins that I got the adventure stuff from. I got a bunch of Blacktron, Aquanauts, Ice Planet, a bunch of sets like that from them as well. And
You don't have a section.
I don't really do space, which there's a good reason for that. First and foremost being, I don't feel that the classic space sets, same as with Star Wars, they don't display well because they're ships and they're supposed to be flying, and that stuff's hard to display. And so because of that, those themes didn't really resonate with me so much. And but having said that, I have a ton of them. And so yeah, that's why you always see Georgie with an old Blacktron fig. He might come up with a Nice Planet guy or something. He's always playing with those guys. Those are his go-to minifigs
to create his little things. Where did these go?
Stud says, "Go little G, go!"
What does he say? Go G, go.
Go G, go G, go.
He likes seeing your mocks.
Hugh says the first was the best. Absolutely. Stud City says, "You're a lucky kid for getting to play in such a Lego city." Do you know how lucky you are?
Nope.
Do you feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky, Punk?
Nope.
Do you?
No.
No?
No.
You don't feel lucky at all?
Yeah, I don't.
I bet your friends think you're lucky.
Why do they think I'm lucky?
Because of this Lego.
Jacques says Narnia was pretty good too. Yes, Narnia had potential, but they didn't see it through enough. what was it? Disney did the first two, and then they made a third one, but it was made by different people, but it's still a sequel to the first ones. We watched them, and I do enjoy them, but they never really finished the story. So
Sorry, I'm loud. That's my last bag. So
Never-ending story.
yes,
What is the never?
Return to Oz. Yes, that is another one.
oh, that was a good one.
What's the never-ending story?
It's a movie. We'll let you watch it.
The boy rides a dragon,
It does.
flies around on a dragon.
Although the dragon looks more like a dog
He's
than
a nice dragon. And he has to defeat the Nothing.
Nothing. And there's a rock guy in it too.
Well, a rock.
I don't know. He might cry though. He's sensitive like that. That Atreus part might
Well, the
might hurt him a little.
Gamork, like I said, the Gamork scene.
Yeah.
King Oldor says, Stud is too old to say rad. No, you're too young to say rad.
He's just the right age to say rad.
He says, rad stands for radical. It's a positive slang word. I'm old. It's an old 80s thing.
Right.
Mayo is here.
Hello, Mayo.
Real old Haig is in the house.
Oh.
If I can find it.
He always has such a hard time. You need to relabel those with like A, B, and C.
Mushroom.
Ted, Annette! Oh, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got 15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
Oh. It's attacking my mushrooms over there.
Mushroom.
Stud says, I'm actually a
I'm not
70s
touching
kid,
that
but the
mushroom.
80s were rad.
Come here, mushrooms.
Life Through Lego Brick says, I'm also a 70s kid. You know, I saw something that was rather disturbing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was on Instagram, and it was, you are today years old when you realize that it is the same span of time between 1937 and 1980 as it is from 1980 until today.
Wow. I don't like that.
Doesn't that make you feel old?
Wow.
King Oldor says, IB streaming Kickstarter game Pillar of Eternity recommended by King's Rule 77 tomorrow at 10 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern as my first gaming stream since 8 years ago. So, yeah.
All righty.
Mayo says, we want weekly Lord of the Rings updates.
Oh, weekly, huh?
Well, you know, it's...
I'm trying to think of what I've done that has changed. I did do some work on but you know what? I worked so hard on Bag End and the Shire, and then I ripped it all apart because I didn't like it. And Mikey J says, this is why we don't film mocking. Because I get so mad and I just don't like it. I'm having a hard time bringing the road down.
Because she wants a road to come down and around.
Like a curve.
So trying to figure that out is what's giving her a headache.
It's giving me, but I did change a little bit on the inside of the pantry. Because when I watched the video back, I'm like, I don't like my pantry. I can't see everything that's in there. The shelves are kind of blocking it. So I had to turn that around. So that's really the only update. Because I tore everything else apart.
Well, we do most of our actual Lego building on the weekends. As I said earlier, sometimes we'll stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning down here.
It goes so fast down here. You know, and the next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning. You're like, holy crap, how have I been down here for hours?
and it's I can't devote too much time to one particular theme, unfortunately. Like she was working in Lord of the Rings this past weekend. I was doing the Indiana Jones mock that I showed you guys.
Which didn't turn out well anyway, and I tore it all apart. So
Not my mom.
No, not his, mine.
And so
I destroyed that castle over there.
Don't destroy things.
and you know,
I destroyed your building.
next time we come down here,
Put it back.
I have
Yes.
It's supposed to.
I know it's a play feature, but put it back.
put it back.
Aw,
It doesn't need to be playing with.
I like the play feature.
I finished the A-frame cabin last night, and I filmed a review on it, and so I put that in our Camp Crystal Lake. Which, if you saw Evil Dead Rise, which we went and saw that last Friday, day it came out. We went during the day, and so where I'm going with that is it's hard for me to do. Which there's an A-frame cabin in that movie. That's why it's
Right. That's why it's in your brain.
So it's and one of the minifigures is actually going all scared, and so I'm like, yes. There's terror here.
Terror.
But so I can't do an update on any particular section that frequently because we're always bouncing around. You know, she's working on the Shire.
But now that I'm building Harry Potter.
And then when she's done with that, she's doing Harry Potter. So and then from I have to combine Erebor and Helm's Deep. I do have to do that, but she's not done with Erebor yet, so she's got to do that as well. But she's getting there on that. But she's been working on the Shire, like you said, you know, be up till the wee hours of the morning.
It goes by so fast.
And then I have to come and film the stuff, and then I got to edit it, and so.
So sorry, we don't give you updates every week, ma'am. We're trying.
You know, like on Macro Stream, I was getting grilled about doing a Pirates update, and I got one coming on Friday. But like,
this is the problem with having all these themes.
Yeah,
You can't.
I can't devote as much time to any particular theme as I would like, but you know, we're really not in a hurry. You know, we'll get to it when we get to it. You know, just sometimes it's not always in the time frame that everybody always wants. But I will say this though, Mayo, I have committed to doing a monthly update of everything.
Right. So you at least get one monthly.
Yeah. Where I'll go around the whole room and show everything that's been going on, which that was your idea. I'll give you credit where credit is due there. But as far as each individual section, whether it's the city, Lord of the Rings, castle, pirates, yada, 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 I'm only doing updates on those when it's worth doing an update on. Because I like to spend more time and show everything. When I do the whole room, I got to keep it. I like to keep it, 15 minutes or so and under, preferably. So I kind of guys got to zoom along, and you don't get to see quite everything. But I don't want to do, 45-minute long videos. That's gets to be a bit much.
Oh, there it is.
But so yeah, like I worked in Jurassic Park recently, so I got an update coming on that. We got an update on Harry Potter coming.
Which y'all have seen most of it.
Just in the shorts, though. I haven't going in depth.
In depth.
But like I said, Pirates this Friday, and I think next Friday is Jurassic Park, and then the Friday after that is going to be Harry Potter. What I've been kind of doing as of late is because I release regular videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays I'm kind of given to reviews and stuff like that vein. Wednesday, you might see that's kind of our, hodgepodge day. It could be a Lego Ideas video. It could be a Wild Wednesday with the boys. It just depends on what's going on at that time, but it could be a few different things. And then the big video of the week is on Friday. And like I said, that's when you'll see either the full room tour or the particular section tour, things of that nature. But yeah, here we are, April 25th. So the May video is going to be coming. I'll be filming that soon. And the channel is about 3 weeks out right now because I'm filming a bunch of extra content because once Georgia gets out of school,
we're out of here,
we're
man.
going up north.
We're out here.
And we might be gone for the better part of a month. And so there won't be any live streams, unfortunately. But I'm trying to build a backlog of content, so you'll still see all the weekly videos. I've been doing 2 shorts on the shorts days. I'll probably cut that down to just 1 short on those days. But still, the channel will still keep chugging along throughout the summer months, and we will do streams periodically
when we come.
Yeah, we'll come home.
Oh my gosh, can you put that frog on there? It's driving me crazy. I can't put it on that stud right there.
What frog?
That's a chocolate frog. Mama can't get it.
I'll eat that chocolate
Daddy
frog.
got it. Thank you. Sorry.
I'll eat that chocolate
Try
frog.
some-
Stud says, "Do you feel lucky, punk? Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" The Joker fig coming out looks exactly like the Tim Burton version. Yeah, I saw that they're doing I thought about talking about that today, honestly. They're doing the 89 Batmobile with new Joker and stuff.
Nice.
And that's
Just color like it.
and all right. I know I'm still a little behind on the chat. Mayo says, "I feel so honored I sent Mikey on a monologue." And Jacques says, "A month without Mikey J.
I know.
I'll still be in the videos, and you can still will be chatting, on Instagram and whatnot. I just, we won't be doing a monthly or a weekly stream." Mayo says, "To be honest, I said weekly just to keep Mikey on his toes in the chat. I know weekly is too much to ask. Building mocks is like rotating crops."
Yes.
Yeah. But since Mayo's here, I'm going with the hard one today.
Oh.
So it's time for, can you guess it? Do you want to get in the running to win this bad boy? We have 2 entries available.
Left.
2 entries left. And I'm assuming you guys all know the rules, but in case you're new here, you don't win a prize today by being correct, and it is first correct answer in the chat. But what you do get is you get entered into where we'll randomly pick a winner for the lovely moving truck gift with purchase. And it is the first correct answer that we see on our live stream in our chat here, because I know sometimes it can vary, where you are in the world and whatnot.
I did it wrong.
So yeah, let's play this.
Time for another exciting episode of Guess That Lego Figure, where it's up to you to decide which Lego figure we got for you today. With all the Lego figures out here that we got under one roof, we're going to leave it up to you to decide which one it's going to be. And if you can guess who it is, we will send you a terrific prize. So let's see which one it's going to be today.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we have a winner. I knew if someone was going to get it, it was going to be Mayo.
Mayo got it.
It is Admiral Woodhouse.
Good job, Mayo. Oh, I put this on wrong.
So Mayo's got 2 entries in,
Woohoo!
and that was in my opinion, probably the hardest one in my collection to get the name on. You have to really be a Pirates nerd to know his name.
Congratulations, Mayo.
Congratulations, Mayo. But I will say this. If you've watched my, you guys were talking about my stop motion countdowns. If you're lucky enough to catch those, some of these minifigures, I do go by their names in that stop motion. Admiral Woodhouse is one of them. So, yes. Governor Broadside, Captain Ironhook. I did not come up with those names. Those are official names. Yes.
Oh, I put the little thingies on backwards. Gosh darn it. So I gotta fix the whole thing. There we go. Of course, I didn't realize it until I get to the part where I need to use them.
Hugh says, I'm not a Pirates nerd.
That's okay.
Life through Lego Bricks. Never would have known that. That was the hard one. Next week for the final entry, I'll be throwing out a bit of an easy one. So, fastest fingers will win that one for sure.
Well, I didn't get through it all.
Mayo says, the moment Mikey said this, guess that fig was selected because I'm here. I knew it was going to be the first to guess correctly. I'm psychic. Thank you. 2009 Lego History and Minifigure History books. Yeah.
He studied up.
Jacques says, I was going to say Commodore Norrington. I do have him, and I have thrown him in from time to time, but no.
Yeah, he was in Can You Guess It before.
Yeah. I've put in Norrington.
Yeah, I remember seeing him. Norrington.
Oh. So how is the build going, dear?
It's almost done. I just had to rip it apart because I put the little hinge on backwards.
Are you on the last bag?
I am, yes.
Yeah, we might as well write it out then.
Yeah, I am almost done. It went a little slower because, Georgie wanted to help, and I can't say no.
Mayo says, I don't even know who Commodore Norrington is. He's from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, he didn't win that one. Pirates, man.
King Oldorf says, see you later in Amber Live build stream. Mikey J. You're out of here, my friend.
See you later. Almost done. Mikey J says, we'll ride it out. Boy already ate dinner.
Yeah, we fed him before stream today. So.
He's not crying for food. Oh. I know, I'm almost done. And I don't put these on the way they tell them because I despise this side. So I always put them on this way instead of, because they want them to go on this way. So the nice part is on the inside, but I don't like being able to see it. So I put it on the inside all the time. I do what I want. I don't follow directions.
Life through Lego Brick says, after this stream, I try to go horizontal. Horizontal polka? Jacques says, don't forget to hit the stream for Mike, or hit the like button for Mikey. Yes.
Thank you so much, Jacques.
Please do. It really helps us out in the old algorithm and all that nonsense. But yeah, we're about 3 weeks out in content right now.
Are we? That was the last sticker though.
Yeah. And I filmed a bunch more last night.
Well, and I did the Up House.
Yeah, she did it. She's doing a review on the Up House. I did a review on both of the Indiana Jones sets that we got. I don't have the Golden Idol one. I'm going to pass on that one. But The Last Crusade and the other Raiders of the Lost Ark, I did kind of a 2-for-1 review for those two. I did a video on my mock coming. I got a video on our Helm's Deep mock coming.
Or undone Helm's Deep mock.
No, Helm's Deep is done.
Oh, Helm's Deep. I was thinking Erebor.
Erebor's not done.
Erebor's the one that's causing all the problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get it. It's a work in progress, man.
See, I got to get her done with my Lord of the Rings stuff before I can
unleash me on my Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But at least I can build all the sets, because that's what I need to do. Is I need the sets done so I can see what I need to mock and put everything together.
Get it done.
Hugh says, I'm only going to get the fighter plane chase set. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I mean, all three of them are great sets.
They are.
I mean, there is a part of me that wouldn't mind getting the Golden Idol one. That's the one that most people are clamoring for. And I mean, it's definitely cool.
We just don't have anywhere to put it. It's an inside set, isn't it?
Well, and it's one of those like scene ones.
Mm-hmm. It's a diorama.
Diorama, yeah. For me, it was, I wanted to build an Egyptian set. You know, I wanted just a little Egyptian thing in our display
section.
And Indy going after the Ark of the Covenant
was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. And then the fighter plane chase one, that was
we needed Senior.
Yeah, we wanted Henry Jones Sr.
I wanted him. That's the only reason I bought that set.
The car and the plane that it comes with are cool. Yeah. But for us, it was really.
If it wouldn't have had Henry Jones, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
Henry Jones is the only reason I wanted it.
King Oldor says, I wonder where the Crystal Skull set is. In the garbage.
In the garbage.
I bet we will get some on the new film, though. And maybe that's when the Temple of Doom one will come out. You know, there's always hope for that. I've been looking into what this Dial of Destiny is all about, you know, because that's going to be the MacGuffin in the new film. And that's that for me, the MacGuffin is very important. Which, if you don't know what the MacGuffin is, that's the object that they're going after.
What they're looking at.
And the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail are probably the two greatest MacGuffins in history. So, you know, it's really hard to top those. And that's the Shankara stones from Temple of Doom. That's probably why that film of the original trilogy is considered the least of the three, even though I still really enjoy it and I still love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the Shankara stones are not on the same level as the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. And then the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, again, it's not anywhere near the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. And then this Dial of Destiny, I was like, I've never even heard of that. Like, did they just make something up?
Right. That's what it sounds like.
I was looking into it a bit, and I guess there was some kind of mechanized something that was discovered or made by the ancient Greeks or something. And so they're saying, you know, there's people theorizing that that's what it is. And of course they're going to add some kind of time travel element to it or whatever. You know, they gotta juice it up a notch.
Yeah, Hollywood it up.
Yeah, that's my guess. Is it's something from ancient Greece, which could be interesting, especially if they do make new sets.
Yeah.
So that's something to consider. Life Through Lego Brick says, hee to bed. I watch Bold and Beautiful from this mobile phone until my eyes say nighty night.
Oh, I love Bold and Beautiful.
And
we watched that because we don't have cable up at our cabin, and so that's when we always watch the stories. That's what Grandma used to call them.
Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful. Victor Newman. Hugh said, I would only get all 3 for investment. Yeah, I'm sure they will be good investment purposes.
Mm-hmm.
King Oldor says, anyway, got to go now, so bye, fella, and little Mikey J. Jr. King Oldorf says bye.
Bye.
He's going
He's
bye-bye.
leaving.
Bye.
He's all done. We're almost done.
We're almost done. We've actually gone 15 minutes over.
Uh-oh. I can hear Daddy's stomach going, yumming, saying, is it dinner time? I'm working on it.
She's almost there.
I am almost there. I barely got
No point quitting when she was this close to the end.
Sorry.
Let me get Mayo and...
Oh, yeah, put him on the list. Oh, my lantern. Oh. Okay. Now I gotta put these on there. These are weird little tables.
So,
I don't even.
Mama,
Yes, dear.
I found one of these launching thingies.
A what?
I found one of these launching thingies. It goes with the Avengers.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Good job. Where was it?
In our Royal Rings bucket.
It was in our Lord of the Rings bucket. I think because I picked it up off the floor. I think that's why.
So Mayo has 2 entries. Infamous Convict has 3. King Oldendorf has 1. Brickapix has 1. And Thunderlager has 1. Like I said, last week is the final one to get in.
I will be drawing names.
Although I'm thinking of throwing in a bonus one.
Uh-oh. Why?
To figure out what that statue's from. It's been driving me nuts.
What statue?
So maybe somebody will know.
What statue?
That one that
I already told you what it was from. You don't listen. It's from my graveyard scene. It's mine. I told you it was mine.
what set did it come in?
The Tom Riddle one. It's got the Cedric Diggory in it, and it's the grave of Tom Riddle's father.
I didn't see that box on the wall.
I don't think I have the box. Look it up.
You want to see this guy watch?
Well, we
This
have
guy?
I'm pretty sure
Wanna
that's
see
what
him
it's from.
watch?
Yep. Oh wow, he
Oh.
does go far, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you always said it was from a Harry Potter set.
I told you it was. Yeah.
Wait, do I have the Harry Potter set?
No, he's a statue, and he keeps. I told him where the statue's from, but he doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen.
He's not
folks.
listening.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I bet you if you looked up, I don't think I have the box anymore for it.
Life to Lego Brick says, nice seeing people here and chatting. Hope to see you all again. Yes, you as well. I'll be sad to see you go. So part of me doesn't want you to get a job, but I know that you need to do that.
Right. Kind of a necessity.
Do I have this in my
Hugh says, chaos time for you guys
Yes.
now after the stream. Yes, you have no clue.
What?
Chaos time.
Oh. After the stream.
Life to Lego Brick says, thanks so much for the stream.
Thanks so much for
Why
coming.
is
Yeah.
there a black wand?
Because the black one goes with
No, this. There's a black wand.
I don't know. I haven't got there yet. Please
And
don't.
there's an awful
I don't know.
Is this a new set for this year?
Yes. This is a new set for this year.
And a new Harry for
I
this
believe
year.
so.
And a new Harry for this year. Because he has
Maybe
Coke.
it's not. Maybe it was last year.
The new Harry.
Because the one that came out this year was the Room of Requirements. So maybe this was last year.
In 2022.
Life to
think
Lego
so.
Brick says, Mikey and Jen, thanks.
Aw, thank you.
Jacques says, good night, Life through Lego Bricks. Take care and be safe.
Oh,
Can I take the invisibility cloak?
If you want to, yeah. I don't see why not.
The cloak of
His
invisibility.
pants.
What about his pants?
It fell off.
Uh-oh.
And his hair fell off.
Oh, yeah, because the cloak is underneath. I don't know why his pants fell off, but the cloak's underneath his head. So you got to do that.
She's coming down to the wire.
I am. I'm almost done.
So how do you put this back on?
It's a special way. You got to put the middle piece on first and then put the side ones on top of it. And then put the head on.
Oh, Hugh says I'm at chow time for you guys now when you finish. Yes.
Well, both chow and chaos. I don't know where those little black things went. We missed it.
One little black things.
These little black feather things.
Where do they go?
That's what we were just wondering. Georgie asked me, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I haven't done yet, but now I'm done. And I don't see them in here.
This is opened up.
Yeah.
What did you have another one for you?
I don't think you have it on right, buddy.
Can you fix it? So I get these many characters. Do you want to see this Iron Man watch?
Okay, I'll do that in a minute, honey. I gotta try and find this out first. Well, this goes on top of this, and that's all done.
Watch.
But I am missing something.
I missed lunch.
So it
I
makes
missed
it
about
bigger.
to watch.
He wants to know what we're gonna eat. I made a crackpot meal today. It's called Southwest Chicken.
But I'm having McDonald's.
You already had McDonald's.
Yeah.
The boy had McDonald's.
This
So yeah,
Iron
we
Man
have
watching.
we have some Southwest chicken up there.
Well,
All right.
that's Iron Man.
But this isn't how I'm gonna keep it. I know you can't see the whole thing, but I'm not gonna keep it this way. I can hold it up. See?
Can you keep one bun?
No. Mm-mm. Nope. Because I already have a Dumbledore office. He's in the tower already. So I'm gonna use the pieces to make my castle bigger.
Hey, go lean on me, buddy.
Yeah, please. Can you
go back over to your chair?
All right. Well, I think we're done.
We are done.
I can't find out where those little flags go.
She'll figure it out.
But I'll figure it out somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, it goes on top of McGonagall's hat. That's where it is.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes on her hat. That's her plume. Mhm. So yeah, thanks so much. Sorry we went over, but thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Iron Man's going in the video.
Iron Man's gonna end the video. He's gonna get launched. I love the printing that they put on the back of this invisibility cloak. That's better than the
I'm at lunch.
collectible minifigure series one. It didn't have that on it. Because we've had the invisibility cloak already in that series. But it didn't have it.
Can I see it?
I don't know where it is. Actually, it's probably on my base plates with all my characters. What'd you do with his head?
Do you have any ideas what we're going to be building next week?
Can I spray with all your characters on it?
Maybe I'll do
The
the room of requirements.
The room of requirements?
Yeah, I think I'll do the room of requirements. What, honey?
Is that an actual set?
Yes. Yes.
Not one of the book things?
No, not the books.
Oh.
I don't, I have the sets that I have left I do have another Dumbledore's office to do. And then I have the room of requirements. And then I have the Black Lake. And then I have another Shrieking Shack. And then I have 3 of the staircases.
When you have all them books.
And I have all the books and all the banners still.
All those to build.
Yep. Which I'm building them, but I'm not keeping them as books and banners.
Right.
I'm excited because maybe the banners will have some base plates that I need for my Shire mock. I'm hoping at least the Slytherin one if it has green in it.
Well, there she answered your question.
Oh. Are you gonna? I do have them all. Yes, I already did buy them. George. Shh. I have all of the banners and I have all the books. I just haven't built them yet. They're all behind me. And then, like I said, I have 3 of the staircases that I'm going to combine and put in there as well. So I've got to learn how to figure that out and figure that all out. But I do have another Dumbledore office that I'm going to put together and use all the pieces. Because I need to, it's what I'm trying to do is I'm going to use these curvy pieces, hopefully, to make the tower bigger on my tower back there. Just rounder, not taller, because it's already doubled. So I just need to have, because when I look at it from one way, I can still see on the inside. I only want one side to be open, not 4 sides.
And Jacques says, thanks for the stream, Mikey J. Jen. Nice set.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jacques.
Thank you so much.
And Hugh says, smash the like button, please, if you haven't done so already. Absolutely. And with that, my friends, we are going to be calling it a night. We will be back next week with her. What did she say she was going to do?
Room of requirements. I'll do the room of requirements, and then probably the Black Lake will be after that. And then I'm going to do the Shrieking Shack again. I know I already did it once, but I want to mock it so it's a double. So I'm actually going to build it in reverse.
Oh,
so I'll build a Shrieking Shack, but I'm going to do it in reverse. So I can put it together with the other one.
Well, all right, folks. Thanks so much for joining. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys all same time, same bat channel.
Thanks so much.
Hit the like on the way out and all that.
Have
good
a wonderful
fun stuff.
week.
And we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.